Well, I decided to put myself out there. My name is Jason Swafford, and I've written a letter to the president. Of course, I'll send him a copy in case he doesn't see the video, but I wanted to express to him through the video so that people can see how many of us feel about the election and what we would like to have done. And so this letter is to the president in support of what's going on right now and what he's doing. This is for President Donald J. Trump. Dear Mr. President, I am writing this letter to you to encourage you to never concede the 2020 election. I stand behind your efforts to fight the corruption this election has uncovered 100%. I understand that you would have no problem losing the election if that is what the American people voted for on Election Day. However, we know through sources outside your campaign and even from around the world that there were mathematical anomalies so egregious that it stretches credulity to the breaking point to believe that the election was remotely honest. In fact, it's sad to say that our electoral system as it stands now is broken, and the Republic of the United States of America cannot move forward without getting to the truth and dealing with systemic corruption in our elections. Most Americans have lost faith in our elections, and unless this is remedied, there will never be another fair election. The only thing we can look forward to is one-party rule and a brutal tyranny that guts the Constitution and tramples the Bill of Rights. That is why I stand in support of your fight for the integrity of the 2020 election. In addition, I and many other Americans feel we need action on these critical issues. We need to know the true outcome of the election, if that's even possible. If this is not possible, we need the Congress to act and restore the faith of the American people by rejecting the electors of any state that has committed electoral fraud by certifying illegal votes. Legal action against anyone who knowingly or fraudulently manipulated the true vote. This includes any politician, election worker, company, or government entity that supported this fraud on the American voter. Charges of treason for anyone who has conspired with or cooperated with a foreign power to defraud our nation, including anyone who took money and or has compromised the national security of our nation by selling influence or access in the interest of any other nation, especially regarding our voting system. Any ties to the Chinese Communist Party by any government representative, official, or staff must necessarily be fully investigated. Anyone found to be acting on behalf of the CCP in any way should face criminal prosecution. Any company that has participated in this fraud by attempting to censor facts, contribute to the election fraud, or aided in manipulating the vote in any way should be held accountable and looked into for criminal prosecution. As an American, I knew our system was not perfect, but I, like many other Americans, never realized the breadth and the depth of political corruption, deceit, and fraud. It is shocking, abominable, and it will not stand. We now know that the most important thing in the country right now is to save our republic. And that is why I and many other Americans stand with you, Mr. President. We will never bow to tyranny. We, the people, will not be ruled by deceit and fraud. And we ask you to never give up and never surrender. God go with you. God bless you. Godspeed. And we're behind you 100%. Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you all for listening.